Sami Abasad, Director of Education at T3 Live. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to this weekend's edition of the Strategic Swing Trader. This is a standard required disclaimer before we start to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever we discuss is for educational purposes only. If you'd like to download a copy of my free ebook, link for that is in the description. We're going to be going over the market. We're going to be going over the swing ideas that I have for tomorrow. And before we start, I just want to say, if you have any questions, be sure to get in touch with us. Email us at info@t3live.com. If you find benefit in today's video, I would appreciate it if you hit the like button and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. All right, here we go. So the market, as you can see, this is a chart of the SPY. We can look at the Qs, doesn't matter, the same thing. We can look at the IWM, but market has been bearish. And when the market is bearish, you don't get two green bars in a row unless you're bottoming. So Friday we got Thursday we got a green bar, and Friday was supposed to be a green bar. We gapped up only to get sold really hard, and as you can see, we don't have any two green bars in a row at all on the way down, even since the start of the pullback. I mean two solid green bars in a row. Do we don't. So if we can, so that's the issue, is the market has been bearish. We haven't gotten two green bars in a row to indicate that there is a bottom, but at the very least, we need to take out last week's high. If we can take it out and hopefully close above it on the daily chart, I would kind of start to be bullish. And if we take out Friday's low, then I would continue to be bearish. So one more time, if we take out Friday's high, which should be the same as I think last week's high, I would start to be bullish. But it's not an easy call, because if you look at if we go back to the daily chart, you got a nice declining 20 above. So we might actually take it out, right? Take it out and then come right back down. That could happen too. But what I'm saying is, this is the bare minimum that is needed to turn bullish, which is a close above Friday's high on the SPY, on the Qs, doesn't really matter. And it may not be enough because we still have that overhead declining 20 MA on the daily chart. And on the SPY, we also closed below the weekly prior low. So we broke the uptrend. So it's not an easy call going forward, I don't think, but we'll have to take it one day at a time. So again, for tomorrow, if we take out and close above Friday's high, I'm going to turn bullish, at least for the time being. And if we take out Friday's low, then I'm going to continue to be bearish. Okay, I'm going to continue to be bearish if we take out Friday's low. So that's my game plan. And I'm sticking to it. Let's take a look at the watch list for tomorrow. I've posted the entire daily watch list in the description. This is just the one. These are the ones that I want to go over in this video, but I posted a much longer list in the description. So if you look at the CSCO daily chart, it doesn't look very good. We got a gap down, a bearish gap down, declining 20. But if you look at the weekly, that's a beautiful weekly buy setup, as long as we can take out 54.20. So long over 54.20 by 52.50, okay, and target the prior high. Again, doesn't look great on the daily chart yet. Costco looks like it's going to the all-time high. Okay, I was in the Costco and closed out of it up at the top, to where, close to the top, but it's right back up and it looks higher. So I like the Costco higher over 572.20, but let's say 573. Stop under the daily lows here. Stop under 544. So 573 or 572.50 by 544.50. And target, at least target one, would be the all-time high. Costco looks good. The ELJ is, no, this is EJH. I think it's EJH. I'd have to open up the chart a little bit for you to see the pattern better. It's a transition A breakout. It's not great, but if it can take out $1.25 long, stop under 89 cents and looks higher to about 220. Okay, so it's a breakout on the daily chart on the EJH. GLTO, GLTO. It's not gelato, but GLTO. I like it higher over 75 cents. Stop either under 69 or safer would be under 63. Okay, and target would be $1. It's 105, I think. It's 108, but let's just say $1 on the GLTO. JBL, I was really impressed with how bullish it was on Thursday. It's really, really bullish. And despite how bullish it was on Thursday, if you have a wide range bar, again, irrespective of how bullish the stock is, the next day is most often a narrow range bar. Not always the case. I'll give you an example. Here's a swing play that I have open, printed kind of a wide range bar, and then the next day was another big green bar. But the vast majority of the time, you can say, well, this wasn't a true wide range bar. Here's more of a true wide range bar, right? And then the next day was kind of a narrow range bar. But the vast majority of the time, after a wide range bar, the next day is a narrow range bar, it's a small bar. And if that's the case and you like the chart pattern, then this could be considered a 1-2-3 setup over 126.01, no, 127.35 by 124.80. The biggest issue, the biggest problem that I have with it is the first bar, Thursday's bar, is a little bit oversized. When I play this pattern, this is what I call the 1-2-3 pattern, the breakout, narrow range bar, and then the continuation higher. I don't like the first bar, bar 1, which this would be what, bar 1, right? Bar 2, and then if we take them out tomorrow, that would be bar 3. So I don't like the first bar to be way oversized. I like it to be 1.5 to 2 times the average size bar. I don't like it to be 4 or 5 times, which this is, right? That's definitely 4 or 5 times the average size bar. So that's the issue. So if we can get another narrow range bar tomorrow, and then it proceeds to trigger on Tuesday or Wednesday, that would be perfect. That would be a lot better. But it still is a very interesting setup for tomorrow. KOSS, here's one with two narrow range bars. So I like it. Over 8.28, let's say 8.30, stop under $8 on the KOS. The MORF triggered on Friday but didn't go. So I like it higher one more time over 24.36. Stop under 21.15. Target has room to maybe 32. That would be ambitious a little bit. That would be pretty ambitious. I don't think it's gonna get to 32. Maybe at the most 30, I would say, maybe. But it would still be a nice little play if it got to 30. I don't think the pins is ready yet. Nice hourly rounded bottom, but I don't think it's ready based on the weekly. But the monthly on this stock looks beautiful, especially if you go to arithmetic scaling, right? So here it is. I mean, that's just a beautiful monthly chart. The pins and the what's the other one? Probably, I don't remember now. Let me see. No, the Wix. I think it is the Wix. Yes, Wix. So PINS and Wix look almost identical on the monthly chart. Down a lot, bases, tries to break down, fails. So it just needs to take out the highs. It's not ready yet. Similar on here, in here, on the pins. Down a lot, bases, tries to break down, and then fails. So it needs to go back up and takes out the highs. So Wix and pins are both long-term watches. Do I think they're quite ready just yet? I don't, but they're really superb long-term watches. Last one on the list for tonight would be the AT&T, and I like it higher over 15.11. Stop under 14.67. This would also be a possible long-term play as it's coming off of a 20-some year low. Okay, on the AT&T, it also pays about, I think, 7.5% dividend yield. So, you know, this could be a longer term play on the AT&T. The short, I only have 4, though in the video description there's about maybe 8 or so. Here's the 4 that I like the most for tomorrow. I like the PTCT. Check out the hourly chart. So under the base, under the lowest low, which would be in this case $22. Stop over 23.65. Looks really, really weak. PTCT. SPR is a daily sell set, a beautiful daily chart. The hourly is pointing up, the 20 MA. I like it when the daily is downtrending and the hourly 20 MA at least starts to flatten out or point down. So the longer the space is tomorrow, the better it becomes, and maybe in the afternoon we get a breakdown. That looks like a beautiful sell setup to me on the daily chart. So as a short. TDOC is really, really weak also. So it's got an hourly base breakdown, just like the PTCT, but it's quite extended on the daily chart. That's the issue, is that it's far from the 20. Extended means oversold. Now you might say, well, the PTCT is even more oversold, and maybe not, because it actually gapped. So when the stock gaps, you overlook the extension, right? It's not that extended because no trader had the chance to get out of it on this gap. So it didn't use up any fuel, so to speak. Didn't use up any sellers. This thing has been just dropping. So it's actually more extended than the PTCT. But anyways, under the hourly base, lowest point, stop would be above the base. And then the last one on the list for tonight would be the UNFI. It double bottomed on Friday on the hourly chart. So if a double bottom is bullish, but the break of a double bottom would be bearish. So if we come back down and break down like so, then it would be a short. Under the lows, stop above 15. Okay, so those are the plays that I have for tomorrow. I hope if you decide to take some of them, I hope you make some money, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you so much, and best of luck with your trading this week. I am Sami Absad with T3 Live. Good trading, everybody.